Somewhere, hidden amongst thorny brambles, is a little kingdom of elves and fairies. Everyone who lives here is very, very small.
I'm Ben Elf.
And I'm Princess Holly. Come on, let's play.
Wait for us!
Ben and Holly's Little Kingdom. Today's adventure starts at the little castle.
Dinner party.
Nanny Plum, your pie, mash and chips is delicious. What's for pudding? I hope it's not too heavy.
Treacle sponge pudding with blancmange and custard.
Hooray!
Excellent! Nanny Plum is the best cook in the Little Kingdom.
I say Nanny Plum is the best cook in the whole world.
Oh, thank you, Your Majesty.
Hello.
Hello, Queen Marigold here.
It's King and Queen Marigold.
Oh no, they're so boring and snooty.
We were just eating a lovely meal of spinach with sea foam when we thought how nice it would be if you joined us for dinner tomorrow.
They've invited us for dinner tomorrow.
Oh, no.
Don't worry, I'll handle this. Sorry, we can't come for dinner.
Oh dear, what a shame. I know you hardly ever get to eat good food.
What? I'll have you know we have the best cook in the whole world.
You have the best cook in the whole world?
Yes.
Oh. Well, then we must come to you for dinner instead. See you tomorrow. Toodle-pip. Oh.
I've got some good news and some bad news.
What's the good news?
We're not going to King and Queen Marigold's for dinner tomorrow.
Hooray!
What's the bad news?
They're coming here.
Oh, no.
What are we going to do? King and Queen Marigold will want to eat something special.
Luckily, we have the best cook in the whole world, Nanny Plum.
Oh, thank you, Your Majesty. What about baked potato stuffed with potato, with chips and mash and a fried egg on top?
No, Nanny. They will want special modern food.
I can cook porridge.
That's not modern food.
What is modern food, Mummy?
It is very delicate food in tiny portions.
I can do tiny portions.
Well done, Nanny. That is small.
Of course, it will get bigger when the magic wears off.
When is the magic going to wear off, Nanny?
About now.
Excuse me.
It's not just the size of the food, Nanny. Modern cooking is fussy.
No problem. Nanny has until tomorrow evening to come up with something.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Good. That's that sorted.
Nanny, what are you going to do?
I don't know.
Morning, Holly. Are you coming out to play?
No, Ben. I need to help Nanny learn how to cook.
But Nanny Plum's a very good cook.
She is the best cook in the world, Ben. But she can't cook modern food.
Why does she need to cook modern food?
It's what King and Queen Marigold like, and they're coming to dinner tonight.
What Nanny needs is a cookbook. Come on.
Wait for me. Where are we going?
The Great Elf Library.
Ooh.
Excuse me, wise old elf.
Shush! This is a library.
Sorry.
We need a book of modern cooking for Nanny Plum.
But Nanny Plum is an excellent cook.
Yes, she's the best cook in the whole world.
But she can't do modern cooking.
Let's see. The Elf Book of Pies, The World of Spaghetti and Mash, A Complete History of Egg Sandwiches.
Is there anything modern?
What exactly is modern cooking, Princess Holly?
It is food that's very delicate and special, and not porridge.
Oh. Wait a minute. This doesn't look like an elf book.
That's because I'm not.
Ah! A magical fairy book? What's that doing in my elf library?
There are no words in the book.
I am a magical cookery book.
Where are all your recipes?
Oh, if you tell me what you want to cook, I will tell you how to cook it.
We want to cook a special modern meal, please.
How modern?
Very modern.
Certainly. You will need the following ingredients. Potato, carrot, onion, peas and cheese.
That doesn't sound very special.
Shush, I am thinking. Voila! One recipe for a very modern meal.
Hooray!
This is a library.
Can I borrow this book, wise old elf?
You can keep it, Princess Holly. Fairy books do not belong in the elf library.
Thank you.
King and Queen Marigold, how lovely to see you.
Hello, darling. It's always a pleasure to visit your little kingdom.
I hope you're hungry. Nanny's been in the kitchen all day.
We haven't eaten a thing since breakfast.
We didn't want to spoil a dinner made by the best cook in the whole world.
I wonder if baked beans are modern.
Nanny, we've got a magic cookbook.
Hello, Nanny Plum.
Oh, you found my cookbook. Where was she?
She was in the elf library.
What were you doing in there?
I was getting very bored.
The book knows a recipe for a modern meal.
Oh, good. What are the ingredients?
A potato, a carrot, an onion, some peas and cheese.
But that's what I would normally cook.
Yes, the ingredients are simple, but the way we cook them is not. Now, boil a pot of water. Chop potato, carrot, onion, peas and cheese. And put them into the pot. Boil for 1 minute and then collect the steam. And serve.
Is that it?
It is a very delicate dish.
It's so good of you to have us at such short notice.
No trouble at all.
We can't wait to see what the best cook in the world cooks for dinner.
Oh, sorry, that's my tummy. I'm just so looking forward to this lovely meal.
Dinner is served. Enjoy your meal, Majesties.
Oh, yes. Such a delicate flavour.
So subtle.
Nanny,
Your Majesty,
what's this called?
cloud of vegetable soup.
It's just steam.
Such a sensitive dish.
How wonderful. I can barely taste it.
Does it come with any potatoes?
No.
Nanny, I'm hungry.
Me too.
No problem. These leftover potatoes, carrots, onions, peas and cheese have made a lovely soup.
Yummy.
This steam is delicious, of course. But will there be anything else to follow?
Yes, even though it's very filling, I could eat a tiny something more.
I could eat a lot more.
What's that lovely smell?
It's coming from the kitchen.
This is delicious, Nanny.
It's the best.
I say, what's this?
It's just the children's supper.
It smells very nice.
It's only some soup I made from the leftovers. It's not very modern. You wouldn't like it.
Could I try just a little bit? the taste is so tasty.
Can I try some too?
And me.
And me.
Oh, yes. So filling.
Marvellous, Nanny.
I have an announcement to make. Nanny Plum is indeed the best cook in the whole world.
Thank you very much. Now, what would everyone like for pudding? Something modern or my treacle pudding?
Treacle pudding!
Somewhere, hidden amongst thorny brambles, is a little kingdom of elves and fairies. Everyone who lives here is very, very small.
I'm Ben Elf. And I'm Princess Holly. Come on, let's play.
Wait for us!
Ben and Holly's Little Kingdom. Today's adventure starts at the little castle.
The Elf Band.
I'm afraid I've got some bad news.
What's that, darling?
We've been invited to visit King and Queen Marigold this evening.
Oh, dear.
King and Queen Marigold are boring and snooty.
They always make me feel like a country bumpkin
So why are we visiting them?
because they invited us, and I didn't know how to say no.
I'm good at that sort of thing. Leave it with me.
Hello.
Queen Marigold, King Thistle here. I'm terribly sorry, but Queen Thistle and I can't come tonight.
Oh, no. We were so looking forward to seeing you.
Yes, sorry about that, but tonight we're going to, a music concert.
What kind of music?
Elf music.
Elf music? Oh, I don't believe I've heard of elf music.
Oh, yes. It's rather good, actually.
Oh, King Marigold and I love good music. I know. We'll come to you.
Oh.
See you tonight. Toodle-pip. Oh.
Everything all right, darling?
There's good news and bad news.
What's the good news?
We're not visiting King and Queen Marigold.
Hooray!
So, what's the bad news?
They're coming to see us instead.
Oh, no!
And they're expecting a concert of elf music.
What?
And I've, told them that elf music sounds good.
Oh, but the elf band sound terrible.
They're the only elf music we've got.
They're an embarrassment.
They don't sound that bad.
The last time they played, you said it was disgusting.
Well, maybe they've got better. Nanny! Summon the elf band.
Yes, Your Majesty.
The elf band at your service, Your Majesty.
Wise old elf. We have some very important guests coming to visit.
King and Queen Marigold.
They are very boring and snooty.
And they want to hear some elf music. Have you been practicing?
No, Your Majesty. You told us to never, ever play music again.
I see. Well, you can play for us now.
Oh, it would be an honor, Your Majesty. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oompa, oompa.
Interesting.
That was awful.
I thought it was good.
You might like it, Holly, but I'm sure King and Queen Marigold will not.
If I might make a suggestion, Your Majesty,
What is it, Nanny Plum?
Princess Holly could play her recorder for the guests.
Yes, Nanny has been teaching me.
And Holly has been practicing.
What a charming little tune. King and Queen Marigold would like that.
There is one problem. You've promised elf music, and Holly is not an elf.
I could magic some elf ears for Holly.
Ooh.
No, thank you, Nanny.
I know. Nanny can teach the elf band how to play Holly's tune.
Hooray!
That's that sorted.
See you later.
Everybody on?
Yes.
Right-ho, off we go.
Your instruments don't just sound funny, they look funny too.
They've got funny names as well. This is called a thrump warbler. That's the sparl throttle. And this is the blotto horn.
Delightful.
They all sound silly.
Ah, that's because you don't have sensitive elf hearing.
Oompa, 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 oompa,
Right, enough of that. Princess Holly, could you remind us what your tune sounded like, please? I don't suppose you lot can read music.
Well, I haven't seen this particular piece before.
You played that perfectly.
Perfect for you, maybe, but it's not elf music.
Elf music has oompa, oompa, like this. Oompa, oompa, oompa,
Just remember, you are playing for King and Queen Marigold, and they are very snooty.
We like Oompa music, but King and Queen Marigold don't.
Quite. So play Holly's tune, please. Lovely.
Holly, do the elf band sound any better?
Yes, Daddy. They've been practicing all day.
OK, let's hear them play. Oh.
That's much better.
Yes, it's charming, but I still don't think King and Queen Marigold will like it.
Why, Mummy?
King and Queen Marigold don't like country things, and the instruments sound so, rough.
I can fix that.
How?
I'll just use magic to make the instrument sound more normal. Play me a tune, Mr. Elf.
Fantastic! That sounds exactly the sort of music King and Queen Marigold would like.
Problem solved.
King and Queen Marigold.
How delightful to see your little kingdom again, Queen Thistle.
It's always such a pleasure to experience your simple country life here.
We can't wait to hear some genuine elf music.
Oh, yes. You must hear it.
Oh, King Thistle, you didn't tell me you were a conductor.
I take a special interest in the sound of this band.
I I must say, this is not at all what I expected elf music to sound like.
They have been practicing very hard.
These elves play well, but the tune is a little old-fashioned.
And their instruments sound very ordinary.
I assumed elf music would be more folksy.
What's that?
Oh, I say.
What's that?
A fantastic performance!
So exciting!
A triumph, King Thistle!
Have you ever considered teaching music?
Well,
Let's dance! Oh-ho!
Come on, Mummy. King and Queen Marigold are not boring at all.
Somewhere, hidden amongst thorny brambles, is a little kingdom of elves and fairies. Everyone who lives here is very, very small.
I'm Ben Elf.
And I'm Princess Holly. Come on, let's play.
Wait for us.
Ben and Holly's Little Kingdom.
Today's adventure starts at the Great Elf Tree.
Morning, noon and night.
Seven o'clock. Time to get up.
Ben, breakfast's ready.
Thanks, Dad.
Right then, let's get your hair brushed.
Let's get your elf hat on.
Don't forget your new watch. There. Now you're ready for school.
But, Mum, elf school doesn't start for ages. Can I go and see Holly? I want to show her my new watch.
OK, but make sure you get to school on time.
Of course I will. Elves are never late. And I'm an elf.
Phew, Mr. Elf. Mornings are such hard work.
I should say so.
That's the cockerel crow, Princess Holly. Time for fairies to get up.
Is it morning already?
Breakfast's ready, Holly.
Thank you, Nanny Plum.
Let's get your hair brushed, Holly.
And here's your crown.
All done. Mornings are such hard work.
Hello, Nanny Plum.
What is it, Ben? I haven't got time to be answering the door to elves.
Can Holly come out to play?
I'm afraid Princess Holly is too busy to...
Hi, Ben.
Hi, Holly. I've got a new watch.
Wow. Is it a real watch?
Yes, you can hear it ticking.
Oh, yes. Can you tell the time, Ben?
Not yet, but we're going to learn how to tell the time at school today.
Yes? Well, I'm sure you don't want to be late.
I'm an elf. Elves are never late. Bye, Holly.
Bye, Ben. I wish I had a watch.
Whatever for, Princess Holly?
If I had a watch, I could tell the time.
We fairies don't need watches. We have different ways of telling the time.
Like what, Nanny?
We have dandelion clocks. Here's a good one.
How can a dandelion tell the time?
We count how many puffs it takes to blow away all the seeds. Like this. 1, 2, 3. It took 3 puffs. That means 3 o'clock.
I want to go. 1.
That means 1 o'clock.
Wow, so is it really 1 o'clock?
Not really. It's just a game.
But Ben's learning to tell the time properly. Can I go to his lesson?
Oh, all right. But I'm sure it won't be much fun.
When the big hand and the little hand are pointing straight up, it is 12 o'clock.
Hello, wise old elf.
Good day, Nanny Plum.
Can we join you?
Yes, as long as you are quiet.
Rightio.
Now, who can tell me how we know a watch is working?
We can hear it ticking.
Yes, Holly. Very good.
You see, we fairies know all about time.
But you fairies don't have watches or clocks.
We have our own ways of telling the time.
I'm sure you do. Now, how do we know when to wake up in the morning?
The alarm clock rings.
Correct.
I wake up when the cockerel crows. Cock-a-doodle-doo!
Yes, I see. And how do we know when it's time to go to sleep?
When the clock says it's bedtime.
Yes, correct again.
I go to sleep when the owl hoots. Twitter-woo!
But without clocks, how do you know what time it is?
We have dandelion clocks. Look. 1,
Can I have a go?
2,
And me.
3. That means 3 o'clock.
Stop, stop, stop. That's all fairy nonsense.
But it's fun.
Fun has nothing to do with telling the time. I don't suppose you fairies can tell me what time it is now.
It's noon.
Ah, yes, Holly. Well done.
Wow, how did you know that?
Because the sun is high up in the sky.
And I know it's lunchtime because my tummy is rumbling.
How silly.
Excuse me. My tummy is never wrong.
Oh, it is lunchtime. School is finished for today.
Hooray!
Holly, would you like to come over to play this afternoon?
Yes.
OK. See you later, alligator.
In a while, crocodile.
It's almost 6 o'clock. Where's Holly?
Hi, Ben.
You're late.
Fairies are always late. And I'm a fairy.
Hurry up. I've got something to show you.
What's that noise?
You'll see.
Are we there yet?
Nearly. This way.
Hello, Princess Holly.
Hello, wise old elf.
This is the great elf clock,
Wow.
the most accurate clock of all.
What does accurate mean?
It means it always tells the right time.
Quite so, Ben. I set it every night by the distant bells. They usually ring about now.
Da da dum, do da dee da, da da la la, dum-dee-da. Oh, my tummy's rumbling. That means it's time for dinner. Dinner time! Dinner time!
The bells! The bells! Now I need to adjust the clock.
That's just Nanny Plum.
What do you mean?
Nanny rings the bell every night when it's dinner time.
And how does Nanny Plum know it's dinner time?
Her tummy rumbles.
What? You mean I've been setting the great elf clock to a fairy's tummy rumble?
Yes.
Her tummy does seem to be amazingly accurate. It is dinner time.
Bye, Ben.
See you tomorrow, Holly.
And the beautiful princess lived happily ever after. The end. Time to sleep, Holly.
But, Daddy, the owl hasn't hooted yet.
There's the owl now.
And the fierce dragon ate the witch. And everyone lived happily ever after. The end. Time to sleep, Ben.
But, Mum, the clock hasn't chimed yet.
Oh, it's chiming now.
Good night, Holly.
Good night, Ben.
Somewhere, hidden amongst thorny brambles, is a little kingdom of elves and fairies. Everyone who lives here is very, very small.
I'm Ben Elf.
And I'm Princess Holly. Come on, let's play.
Wait for us.
Ben and Holly's Little Kingdom.
Today's adventure starts at the Great Elf Tree.
Acorn, Dad.
Look, Dad, all the leaves are falling off our tree.
It's autumn, Ben. My favourite time of year. Mind you, there'll be leaf sweeping work to do. Let's get everyone organised. Calling all elves. Leaf sweeping. Right-o. Who's the best at sweeping leaves? Elves are best at sweeping leaves. And what are we? We're elves. Oh, never mind. Who's the best at sweeping leaves? Elves are best at sweeping leaves. And what are we?
So many leaves, I have to use 3 magic brooms.
Nanny, why do the leaves fall off the trees?
Goodness knows.
Autumn leaves are so pretty.
Oh, they might look pretty to you, Violet, but it just means more work for me.
This one looks just like the leaf in Ben's hat. It's an oak leaf. It must be from the elf tree.
I don't know why elves have to live in a tree. I don't know why we have to have trees. Or autumn.
Grumbling again, Nanny. You should be happy. Autumn is here.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Where are you going, Nanny?
I'm returning these leaves.
Wait for us, Nanny.
Who's the best at sweeping leaves? Elves are best at sweeping.
Hello, wise old elf.
Oh,
I believe these are your leaves.
oh, thank you, Nanny Plum.
Hi, girls. Hi, boys. Such beautiful colours. Look, The leaves in your hats have changed colour too.
Oh, so they have.
Interesting.
Let's play tag.
OK. Tag. You're it.
Wait, I wasn't ready. Tag.
Can't catch me. Ooh, look, a birdie. Where? Tag.
You tricked me.
Tag. Holly's it.
Can't catch me. I'm too fast.
Oh, look, a squirrel.
You can't trick me like that. No, Ben, there really is a squirrel. A squirrel!
Easy now, Ben Elf.
What's wrong? It's just a squirrel.
Just ignore the squirrel, Princess Holly.
Ah, look! He's picking up an acorn.
Sound the acorn alarm, Mr. Elf.
What's going on?
It might be Acorn Day.
What's Acorn Day?
Not now, Princess Holly.
Calling all elves! Acorn Day has begun! Don't panic! Please leave the elf tree immediately!
It's probably a false alarm.
Yes, hopefully it's just a practice.
There he goes! Mrs. Elf! Mrs. Elf!
Hello?
Oh! Don't panic, Mrs. Elf. Just hand it back. Get out of there, Mrs. Elf. Quickly!
Will somebody please tell me what's going on?
One day, every year, the squirrels come and store their acorns in the great elf tree. We call that day Acorn Day.
What's so bad about squirrels storing acorns? Yes, they need to store their food for winter. And it's just an acorn.
One acorn would be okay. But there are many squirrels, and they have many acorns.
I'm sorry. I couldn't stop him, wise old elf.
It's not your fault, Mrs. Elf. There is no stopping them once they've started.
What do we do now?
Now we wait. You see, after one squirrel has put its acorn in the tree, another will come and copy it.
Squirrels are very good at copying.
Happy Acorn Day! When do the squirrels arrive? Oh, have I missed all the fun?
The squirrels have filled the elf tree with acorns, Daddy.
Ah, yes. Very clever animals, those squirrels.
They're a menace.
Well, if you're going to live in an oak tree with little windows, you might as well put up a sign saying, "Store your acorns here." Well, if I've missed the squirrels, I might as well go home. Goodbye. Happy Acorn Day.
Happy Acorn Day.
Wise old elf, why don't you just move the acorns somewhere else?
Squirrels won't let anyone move their acorns. Watch.
Oh. What are you going to do now?
Now we're going to move the acorns out of the tree.
But you said you couldn't move the acorns.
We can't, but we can trick the squirrels into moving the acorns for us.
How?
Wait here, you'll see. Oh, it's very clever.
Is it really clever?
No, it's stupid. But funny.
Ta-da! Here we are. Squeak!
Why is the wise old elf dressed as a squirrel?
Because squirrels copy other squirrels. Now, if I move an acorn, all the other squirrels will copy me and move their acorns too.
But don't the squirrels need to store their acorns for the winter?
Ha-ha, yes. That's why I'll lead them to the dry, hollow log on the top of the big hill.
Your costume looks very heavy.
Yes, but it's perfectly balanced by the tail.
Ready for checks?
Ready!
Tail.
Check,
Acorn.
check,
Squirrels watching?
check.
Go, go, go!
Squeak, squeak, squeak.
We'll see you at the hollow log, wise old elf.
Squeak, squeak,
I hope the wise old elf will be all right.
squeak. Squeak.
Wise old elf! The squirrels are coming!
Squeak, squeak. Good. Almost there.
Oh no! The tail has fallen off.
Oh, I'm out of control. I can't stop.
I love autumn. It's a pity I missed Acorn Day. Oof! I say, an acorn. How charming.
Your Majesty, throw the acorn away.
A talking squirrel.
Throw the acorn away, Your Majesty.
Ah, wise old elf. Where did you come from?
The acorn, Your Majesty. It's dangerous.
Nonsense. How can an acorn be dangerous? This lovely acorn isn't dangerous. 2 acorns. It must be my lucky day.
Was that supposed to happen?
Well, not exactly.
But the castle is a great place to store acorns for the winter.
Oh, what happened? Where am I?
Happy Acorn Day, Daddy! You didn't miss it after all.
Oh. How am I going to get rid of all these acorns?
You will need this squirrel costume.
What? How does that work?
You wear the costume and the squirrels copy you.
I see. OK, on with the costume, Nanny. Off you go. Chop, chop.
Eh?